Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to do chapter 2 of your textbook, that is a poem, The Echoing Green, written by William Blake, one of the most renowned poets. This poem depicts that the nature blends with life perfectly, means that there is a close relationship between the nature and the life. Before reading the poem, let's talk about the poet William Blake. William Blake was born on 20th November 1757. He was an English poet, painter, and printmaker. His most famous poems are The Tiger, London, Songs of Innocence, etc. Before starting the poem, let me give you the summary of the poem so that you can understand the poem in a better way. So, बच्चे, echoing green. Though the word echoing means the reflection of sound, but here in this poem, echo symbolizes the cycle of life. बच्चे, echoing means आवाज का गूंजना. Okay. The meaning of echoing is गूंजना, but here in the poem, the meaning symbolizes the cycle of life. इस पोम में विलियम ब्लेक हमें क्या डिपिक्ट कर रहे हैं? He is explaining us the life cycle. Okay, he brings forth the reality of life. वो क्या हमारे आगे लेके आ रहे हैं? Reality of life means this cycle is repeated over and over again. वही same cycle चलता है over and over again. It has not changed for centuries. So many centuries have passed, but the cycle remains the same. Okay, here in this poem, the kids are free to play from dawn to dusk, while their mothers and old folk is watching them. Now here the poet is depicting that the kids are free to play from dawn to dusk. Okay, and their mothers and the old people are watching them playing, and they are recalling their olden days, that when we were in the youth stage, we also used to play in the similar way. So this is a very interesting poem. Let's read it together. Let's read this beautiful poem together. But remember one thing, that whenever we talk about the poem, we say stanzas. And whenever we talk about the chapters, we say paragraphs. So always keep this in mind. Let's read the first stanza. The sun does arise and make happy the skies. The berry bell rings to welcome the spring. Now here the poet says that when the sun arises, the light spreads across the sky, making it beautiful and fresh. He says that merry bells ring to welcome the spring. Now here the poet is saying कि जब sun rise होता है तो क्या होता है, light spread हो जाती है across the sky and it makes it very fresh and beautiful. And he also says that merry bells also ring to welcome the spring. Merry bells means खुशियों की घंटियाँ भी बजती हैं. Here I think most probably he's talking about the church bells. They are also ringing to welcome the spring season. Okay. Then the skylark and thrush, the birds of the bush, sing louder around to the bell's cheerful sound. Now, skylark and thrush are the birds. They fly high in the air, while the birds of bush means sparrows. They remain near the ground. Thus, according to the poet, all the birds also sing in the morning loudly, which adds to the joyful sound of the bells. Now he says that the chirping of the birds and the joyful sound of the bells adds to the beauty of the nature. While our sports shall be seen on the echoing green. The poet says that while these things are going on, the sports of the children are also seen on the echoing green. Means that the children are playing in the parks. And this cycle is repeated again. The poet here wants to say that this life cycle repeats again and again. The old people now the people which are old, earlier when they were in their youth, they also used to play in the similar way, and now they have grown old and they are watching these children and they are observing their youth here. Now the second stanza. Old John with white hair does laugh away care, sitting under the oak among the old folk. Now बच्चे, here old John simply refers to the old man, right? And the white hair depicts the final years of life, and laugh away means forgetting the problems of life and laughing. Means these lines, in simple words, these lines say that John, who is also sitting in the park, is laughing without caring about his old age. But you remember, in the first stanza, we were told that children are playing, but they are not aware of the life cycle, that is birth and death. But this old man knows everything about it. Yet he ignores them by laughing. Means he is ignoring the life problems and laughing. He is sitting under the oak tree along with the other old people. Now there are other old people as well, and they all are sitting and watching the children playing, and they are laughing to see the children. And soon they all say, such were the joys when we all, girls and boys, in our youth time was seen on the echoing green. Now, बच्चे, seeing the children playing, they start memorizing about their own youth time. उनको अपना youth time याद आ गया बच्चों को देख के. They too used to enjoy when they were when they were young. Okay, on this echoing green. Here, beta, echoing green, as I told you earlier, also refers to the life cycle. Okay, means earlier it was the old man who used to enjoy, and now that they are old, their place is taken by the new children, and this life cycle will continue for eternity. अब ये life cycle जो है वो ऐसे चलता रहेगा. Now we have come to the last stanza. Let's read. Till the little ones weary, no one can be merry. The sun does descend, and our sports have an end. Now, बच्चे, in this paragraph, till the little ones weary. What do you mean by weary? Means tired. The children get tired, and no one can enjoy. Now, as you know, beta, whenever we get tired, okay, we feel restless, right? We cannot enjoy whatever activities we are doing. So, the children get tired and no one can enjoy. No more can be merry. Okay, no one can enjoy. The sun does descend means goes down. Means it's the time for the sun to set. It is the time when the sun is about to descend. Means darkness is about to come. And our sports have an end. All of the children stop playing and go back home. Round the laps of their mothers, many sisters and brothers, like the birds in their nest, are ready for rest. Now, beta, in these lines, the brothers and sisters sit in the lap of their mothers, like the birds flock around their mothers in the nest. Okay, whenever it's the time of the dusk, beta, what the birds do, they go back to their nests and they flock around their mothers. Means वो अपने mother के sides पे सारे इकट्ठे होके बैठ जाते हैं. And similarly, all the children, means all the brothers and sisters, have gone back to their homes, and they are sitting now in the laps of their mothers, because it's time for their rest, as it is night now. What is the time now? It is night now. Okay, and sport no more seen on the darkening green. Darkening green, no play of children is now it is darkening green, and no play of the children is seen. Now nobody is playing. So बच्चे, this stanza, unlike the other two stanzas, this stanza ends in darkening green. Why? Because it is the end of the day for the children, and end of life for whom? For the old men. So, have you understood this poem? Beta, this poem tells us about the life cycle, that it continues. It repeats again and again. It echoes, means वो गूंजता है. जैसे हम लोग गूंजते हैं, we echo जब हम when we speak loudly in the meadows or in the open areas, what happens? Our voice reflects back राइट, आपको वही आवाज़ बात दोबारा आएगी. So in the similar way beta, the life cycle also repeats again and again. Okay, the people who are old now, once they were young, and the people who are young, they will be old also. So similarly the life cycle goes on repeating, and it continues for eternity. I hope you must have understood this poem very well. Thank you so much.